I was going to leave this alone, but I'm not going to. We have Chelsea Clinton at a Rise Up for Roe event Saturday. Rise Up for Roe. Roe v. Wade helped add $3.5 trillion to our economy. Well, I don't know about you, but when I think about abortion, I certainly think about adding money to our economy. How bizarre is this? Cut 13, go.
Whether you kind of fundamentally care about reproductive rights and access, right? Because again,
by the way, she sounds exactly like her mother, doesn't she? I'm not attacking. I'm just a chip off the old block. Go ahead.
If you care about social justice or economic justice, agency, you have to care about this, right? It is not a disconnected fact, to Justice T-shirt of 1973, that American women entering the labor force from 1970 to 2009 added $3.5 trillion to our economy, right? Like the net new entrance of women. That is not disconnected from the fact that Roe became the law of the land.
Okay, so let me see if I understand this. What she's saying is abortion allowed women the freedom of being in the workforce. This is very cold. Very, very cold. Abortion allowed women the freedom of working in the workforce, or as Andrew Cuomo might say, to be fully engaged. You know, I've never viewed having children this way. Having children is what we do. It's the greatest thing human beings can do. It's the greatest thing that a married couple can do, is to have children. Your flesh and blood, to nurture them, to watch them grow, to give them a hand when they need help. What the hell is the other point of being on the face of the earth? A career and all of that, that's fine, but that's not it. Family is it. Now listen to how she talks about it. But for abortion, of course she's preposterous, but for abortion, so many women wouldn't be in the workforce, and we wouldn't have had, what is it, $3.5 trillion in our economy. Absolute idiocy. Go ahead.
So I think whatever it is that people say they care about, I think you can connect to this issue. Of course, I would hope that they would care about our equal rights and dignity to make our own choices. But if that is not sufficiently persuasive, hopefully kind of some of these other arguments that you're hearing expressed so beautifully.
Oh, boy. You know, I love the affectation, as if you're so sharp and intelligent. And you end your sentences on the down low, and then apparently you sound very, very intelligent. Does she sound very, very intelligent to you? She doesn't sound that intelligent to me. And of course, we got to throw out the phrases equal rights and dignity. See, abortion is about dignity. Of course, not for the baby. It's about death. It's not about equal rights for the baby. It's about death. They steal the words. They abuse the words in order to advance a political agenda. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But as long as you lower your voice like this, you come across like you actually know what you're talking about. And you're morally superior. And since abortion, women have been fully engaged. From 1973 to 2009, you know what? My grandmother, God bless her, my mother's mother, she was an independent small businesswoman. Independent small businesswoman. There was no Roe v. Wade. There weren't all these government programs, and even if there were, she wouldn't have asked for a single damn dime from any of them. It never would have occurred to her to go to some office and fill out paperwork for this, that, or the other. It never would have occurred to her. She was a small businesswoman. She didn't make a lot of money. She took care of her children. That's it. Her children. Her live flesh and blood children. She didn't need Roe v. Wade to enter the workforce. She entered the workforce like tens of millions of women are doing today with children. And like 10 times that amount did in the past. As if they've invented some new idea, ladies and gentlemen, that women can work. Women have always worked. In the home and outside the home. Women have always worked with children. And they've worked in the home and outside the home. We don't need government to tell us anything, and we don't need liberals to monetize it. Or to lower the end of their sentence. So you think they're so incredibly intelligent. I'll be right back.